All right, here we have it, y'all. Your Sigma GT Challenge Pro standings currently as of last week. We had Haywood coming in with the win. Also got pole position and fastest lap on the track. So that is good for some additional points as well. Now, Ridwan having finished in P2 and Lisa Salters finishing in P3 at Monza. So here are your standings for the Pro Division. We have Haywood here with 155 total points. Ridwan with 133. Lisa Salters coming in with 118 points. Thunder Runner coming in with 86 points. Gummy with 73. We have M. Traber with 60 points. CB Matt Merch with 58 points, followed very, very closely by M. Taylor with 57 points. So just 1 point separating those two drivers. Then we have Ken G Club sitting on 44 points. Seaman Staley, apologies, with 38 points. Then we have Distinct Artemis with 28 points, and Sniper with 17 points, and VPR's Polymath with 10 points. So now that we got a good look at your standings here for the Sigma GT Challenge 1 hour endurance racing pro standings, and we will say thank you again to the sponsors of the A3T in the form of Six Sigma Sim Racing, putting out some incredible prizes for those guys. And we'll go ahead and give you just a bit of a look at that. There you go. Each of your race winners, season winners, for each of the 3 divisions will receive a $250 gift card redeemable at Six Sigma Sim Racing. Go and check them all out for any of your sim racing needs, y'all. They do indeed have a website. So now, each of the division, the 2 finishers for the season will receive a $100 Amazon gift card, with each of the 3rd place finishers in each of the divisions getting a basically it's a $50 PlayStation Plus card. And that is, again, for each of the 3 divisions, Pro, Pro-Am, and your amateur division. So, big shout out to the A3T for providing these guys also with some fantastic prizes. And boy, howdy. Now we're on to the pros, y'all. Now we are on to the pros. Get you a bit of a look at Remy's car here. That Ford GT looking all sorts of beautiful. We'll give her a few minutes here for the remaining of the pro drivers to get into the lobby. We'll just give it a little time here. Racetrack statistics lasers. All right. So, let's see. All right. So, just a little bit of added bonus information for you all about your virtual host here this evening in the form of Circuit de Catalunya or Barcelona. Is a 4.657 kilometer or 2.894 mile motorsport racetrack in Montemelo, Barcelona, Catalunya, Spain. With long straights and a variety of corners, the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya is seen as an all-rounder circuit. The track as stands with a capacity of 140,700. The circuit has an FIA Grade 1 license. So, just a bit of little added extra bonus information for you here about your virtual host tonight. He's ahead of me in the points, so I was trying to give him my spot for points, but you see how... Yeah, Gary, I did, partner, I did see how that worked out. Hey, Monica, yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you stopping in, and thank you. Hashtag never again. Oh, don't tell me we're only going to have a few minutes left for this. Yeah, we should have shoulder time. Okay. Oh, funny look at Remy there. Now let's get a look at Seanan Staley here, our Australian driver. Get you a look at a gummy ice cube here. Got a lively looking, nice livery on that Mercedes. Very well put together. Absolutely love that livery. Matt just chilling in the pits. Ridwan as well, just chilling in the pits. Where are all of my racers? That's too good, my guy. Too good. So guys, for anybody wondering, we are also still supporting Wounded Warrior Project here at the streams at Nolander Gaming. Now, donations can be made to Wounded Warrior Project of any size, and they also can be made at any time. They are an absolutely fantastic nonprofit organization just looking to do right by our returning wounded veterans here in the United States. So anybody who can who can or is willing and able to make a donation of any size. I certainly appreciate it. The veterans certainly appreciate it, and Wounded Warrior also absolutely would certainly appreciate it, as it does help to curb some of the financial difficulties when they are trying to help our wounded and returning veterans here in the United States, guys. And I can tell you what, they're a fantastic organizations. They don't just do stuff like, you know, for mental health or any of that. They do all that stuff too, which is fantastic. I absolutely love that. But they go as far as to building specialized homes, you guys, for these apologies, ouch, bit of heartburn just then, for our returning and wounded veterans here in the United States. So definitely, if you can, you're willing and you're able, please go check out Wounded Warrior Project. They are definitely a worthy nonprofit organization to be blessed any type of donation. Again, I certainly appreciate it here at Nolander Gaming, and I certainly know that the wounded returning veterans definitely do appreciate it as well. All right. Do that one more time. We got to get that out there. We do. Polka dot. Oh. Okay. Yo, Greg, how we doing, buddy? How are you today, my friend? Good evening to you, sir. Good evening to you. I appreciate your being here. God bless you, my friend. What's going on, witches? Okay. So, still waiting on some more of the sim racers, guys. Apologies. I see. Because this race isn't supposed to start for another 18 minutes. Let's run some laps with these guys for a while. I mean, might as well. Sorry. I'm gonna run some laps with these guys. I mean, why not? You gotta provide you guys some sort of entertainment, right? Just finished pro-am, a little disappointed in the finish. Yeah? See if this commentator can race, or is just a commentator, huh? Whoa! I jinxed myself. Greg, what? Your PlayStation name, buddy? Yeah. Wait. Oh, okay. Hey, right on. Okay, cool. Awesome to put a name to the face. That's good stuff. Yeah, it was a good race, though, man. It was a good race. We got one more to go, buddy. We got one more to go. Boy, you and TVSS girl are really having some excellent battles there. Pretty much the entirety of the race, though, and I am not used to this racetrack without the chicane, and I do that. I wish this was a different track to be running around on. This is definitely probably my worst track, for sure. Woo-wee! Little slide race in the old M6. Right? It's a difficult track, man. It's super duper tight technical corners. Even the corners that aren't tight and technical, they're still technical. The final 2 corners on this racetrack without the chicane, I find to be probably the most difficult to get it right with the right amount of speed. Still qualifying. I'll finish this lap and get my butt off the track. All right. Slippery when you lift a bit. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what. I don't find this track an easy one at all. There's only a couple of other tracks that I would race this track before those other tracks. Like Goodwood, not a fan of Goodwood. I like the track. It's a great track. I just don't know the track very well. I don't race it hardly at all, ever. Nobody ever hardly races that track. Let's see. All right, we got 10 so far. So qualifying is supposed to start here in 2 minutes. Again, here with the A3T for the penultimate race, so to speak, in the season. Second to last race, y'all, here in the season for these Pro Division racers here with the A3T at the Sigma GT Challenge, and again sponsored by Six Sigma Sim Racing, y'all, putting up some very nice prizes for the division winners, each of the division winners, all 3 divisions. That's right, the Pro Am, and the Am. Panorama got my number. I like Panorama. A lot of people don't like Panorama, but I really thoroughly enjoy that track. Now, that's not to say that I'm good at the track. I just enjoy it. It's a fun racetrack, and I'm okay at it. Definitely not great by any means, but then again, there's only one track that I could even come close to the category of being great on, and that is Tokyo East counterclockwise. And like I said, I'm definitely not great at the track, but that is definitely a track where I can keep up with a lot of people that I otherwise could not keep up with on any other track. But that track, for some reason, I've been racing on it since I was young, you know. Willow's your fave? Really? Willow is one of the ones that I do not like at all, and it's not because I don't like the racetrack, because it too is a very awesome track. I just don't race on it enough, so I don't know the track. Plus, that track, just like the other one I just named a moment ago, has no room for error whatsoever. There's runoff for days, sure. You run out there into the desert 40 miles before you get back on track. Well, the game will reset you at that point, but you get my drift. Yeah, Big Willow and Goodwood. Those are the only 2 tracks that I would say I like less than this track. Barcelona is an extremely difficult track for me. Now, Big Willow's probably my most difficult track, and then Goodwood. But like I say, I like all three racetracks. They're all three great tracks. Like, they make great racing. It's just, I'm not great at them. All right. Qualifying is underway or not, but I would suspect it actually is, and we've got a cross here on track. Oh, that is sweet. I like that livery a lot. That is nice livery. Are all over Victory Pace Racing team member is awesome. Let's get a look. That's right. Cross is Kanjiko. Okay, I just had to look at that because there's nicknames. Sometimes we use nicknames. Sometimes we use the online IDs. And I just can't, I have such a hard time trying to remember all the different racers and their nicknames and all these different leagues that I'm a part of. My memory isn't great. It's not great at all, but I tell you, I do so like to try to keep these guys and gals in order. It's fantastic. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, let's take a look at Thunder here. Look at the fastest lap on track thus far in that portion with a 140.315. And the big talk about, for this race is our points leader currently is not in this race thus far. So, Haywood here, currently the points race leader leads by like only 22 points. So if Ridwan gets first place in this, and Haywood's not even here, it's going to give Ridwan the lead with just one race to go left in this league, y'all. So that is very unfortunate and some very interesting circumstances there. St. Artemis currently putting in the second fastest lap on the track with a 141.282. He is in the very same car that I was just going around this track in. Only she's doing it 7 seconds faster than I was. That's incredible. That tells you really how fast these Pro Division racers are. He is incredibly fast assisting Artemis. Now, her teammate, unfortunately, still not here. So Gummy, with the third fastest lap on the racetrack, he's just putting in an actual hot lap right now. This is actual qualifying. I looked away for a moment and I couldn't really tell you for 100% for sure, but I'm pretty sure this is qualifying, y'all. Let's go on board with Ridwan here. He currently is in P2. in the standings for the Pro Division here with the A3T. Let's take a look at how this corner is supposed to be taken here. And a nice little jump skis over the cone there. All right, third gear flat out. Let's go. Hard onto the brakes into Elf and into Renault. Around this long right-hand corner that gets tighter at the end of it. St. Artemis with the second fastest lap on track. Even better that time. Will not this time. Thunder Runner with the third. Was third, fourth fastest now. Gummy Ice Cube coming in with a 140.982. That's good enough for P2. Get back on board with Ridwan here. The very edge of the track limits. That's how it's done. If you're not using all the track, you're not using enough. You're not going fast enough. Boy, I just can't have y'all looking at that anymore. That's oops. All right. Oh, Gummy around right now, all over the back of the State Gardens. Spicy Beetle handles the jump straight. It's a super spicy Beetle, my guy. So the Stinks now coming around. New Holland on it to start finish straight. It's not better time again here, just Gummy. Gummy does not also better his time either. Thunder Runner didn't better his time. Now Across coming through with a 140.951. Indy Porsche as well. So Porsche looking to be quite a dominant manufacturer here at Catalunya. And given my choice of car, would certainly be the car that I would pick for this racetrack. Porsche is my absolute favorite car. I was only in the BMW because that's currently what I'm running in the league that I run in, is that M6 BMW, as it would have definitely not have been my first choice of car, but out of the three BMWs that are available to me on that, the M6 it's just proven to be the overall best car for myself. Followed pretty closely by the M3 and the Z4. So Remy now coming through with a P2 qualifying on the final lap with a 140.851. So Remy absolutely clipping along and is bettering his best time here thus far. Let's stay with Remy here. So two of our race league points leaders. There we go. Had a bit of a brain fart there. Apologies, y'all. Two of our points race leaders not in this race thus far. They can still join the race, I believe. Now we have EERA here. That's good. Ridwan just gonna chill. Remy, let's see if Remy can get that. There's 2 corners left here. comes into New Holland. And how on did he start finish straight? Oh, he's cruising. He might do it. Does better his time. Keeps P2. Across will start in P3. Gummy will start out in P4. Distinct Artemis will start out in P5. Seaman Stadium will be in P6. CB Matt will start in P7. Thunder Runner here will start in P8. Case sitting in the pits will start in P9. EER Ace Racing will start in P10. So 10 of our racers are here for the penultimate race here with the A3T. And this season anyway. So 10 of us, Distinct gets the privilege of having the race start on her then. There are 10 racers. That'll put us right in the middle of the field. Yep. That's where we're going to begin this race. Couple more minutes, y'all. Just a couple of more minutes. These drivers are allowed a few minutes in between qualifying and race time. Just go and use the restroom, refresh their refreshment, if that's even a thing, and then then they prepare to race for 1 hour here at Catalunya. So row 1 will have Ridwan and Remy. Row 2 will be Across and a Gummy Ice Cube. Row 3 will be Distinct Artemis and Seaman Staley. Row 4 will be CB Matt and Thunder Runner. Row 5 will be Case and EERA Racing. Five-minute bio break. Okay. Let's give you some racing information up rather quickly, as it's just about time to get get to racing, y'all. We're looking for them lights, We are have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And go, go, go. Everybody's off to a clean start. And wow, Gummy gets a great start and launches out in front of Across and Remy. They're 3 and 4 wide. Look at these pros go into Elf. 3 wide into Elf, and everybody gets off cleanly and into Renault. Absolutely beautifully done by this Pro Division Racers. Distinct Artemis, it does lose 2 places in that little bit of a battle, though. Coming back up into P2, has gotten back around a Gummy Ice Cube here. Now Across, looking to make a move around the outside of Gummy. Seaman Staley here in P5 with Distinct. Up into P7. Thunder Runner moves up into P6. Look at this battle right here for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Distinct now coming along. The inside grabs the spot off the Thunder Runner there. Woo-wee, what a first lap. P2 through 10 rather, are just one right after another. Meanwhile, Ridwan 2.1 seconds up the road from Remy, who currently holds P2. Remy just by 0.6 of a second, make it 0.5 of a second over Gummy here in P3. We've got Across in P4. Seaman Staley in P5, Distinct Artemis in P6, followed very closely by Thunder Runner in P7, CB Matt in P8. ERA coming around, taking a look to the inside of CB Matt as we speak, coming into Elf. And Renault does get the move done through Elf, and onto Renault he goes. Great move there by ERA's Racing right there. Now CB Matt coming under pressure from Case. Case all over his Case right now. Aha! Ridwan 2.5 seconds up the road from Remy. Remy in P2. Look at this pack for P3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Across does pick up a half-second penalty, though. That is not going to be helping his situation out any at all, because Thunder Runner is all over his business right now. Across goes wide again. That's going to pick him up another half-second penalty right there. ERA Racing looking to make a move around the outside potentially. In through turns 7, 8, and 9, I believe it is. Race leader now just coming through New Holland. Onto the start-finish straight. Holds a 3.5 second lead over Remy in P2. Gummy picks up a half-second penalty. That's not going to help Gummy's case. Seaman up into P4 and Distinct Artemis into P5. Seaman all over Gummy Ice Cube. Takes a look to the inside. Is he going to go for it? Looks like he is. Up into P3 so far as we come into Elf. Gets the move done and into Renault. Fantastic move there by Seaman Staley. Up into P3 in that BMW M6. There is a whole lot of torque underneath that car, I can promise you that. Seaman pulling purples right now, absolutely cruising. Gummy's coming under threat now from Distinct Artemis, also in that BMW M6. He's going to have to give up this position here. Oh no! Distinct gets it all wrong, just on the power too much there, and lays it into the wall. Unfortunate. That moves Thunder Runner up into P5, potentially picking up a half-second penalty there. Across into P6. Looks like Thunder Runner got away with one there. Stewart's turning a blind eye. Yo, Daz, what's going on, my guy? What's going on? Absolutely appreciate that thumbs up. God bless you, my friend. What's going on, witches? So Across absolutely flying now, trying to catch up to Thunder Runner. 9/10 of a second separating the two. ERA's Racing up into P7. CB Matt into P8. Case into P9. Distinct falling all the way back into P10, unfortunately. Hey, Greg, thank you for the like, man. I wasn't sure if you'd done it or not. Thank you for remembering. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Dad, also, thank you very much for the share, my guy. Sharing is caring, and in the streaming world goes a really long way. I'll tell you what, my dude. Thank you. Absolutely appreciate that. So, Ridwan, 4.7 seconds up the road in P1. Having himself a great day on the racetrack thus far. We're only on lap 4, and Seaman Staley as well up into P3. Gummy here in P4. Thunder Runner up into P5. Across, gaining time and ground on Thunder Runner rather quickly here, though. Across is on the move. He's all over the back of Thunder Runner. And ERA's Racing also having a fantastic race here today at Circuit de Catalunya in the Barcelona's. Thunder Runner and Across and ERA's Racing 1 right after another. They are all over one another's business right now. They can smell nothing but burnt rubber and exhaust right now. Thunder Runner gets a great exit out of New Holland, though. It's the battle right here, and it's the closest one on the racetrack. We're going to stick with these three racers right here as ERA kind of takes a look and decides no. Cross takes a look, decides no. Maybe a look throughout Renault. No, does not do it. Potentially looking to try to close that gap as they come into Repsol corner, which is this one we're coming into now. ERA taking a little bit of a look on Across just maintaining that distance on Thunder Runner. Thunder Runner getting chased down by two quite fast racers and fast race cars as well. Boy, this is quite the battle between these three. Meanwhile, Distinct Artemis back up into P8, and boy, I'll tell you what, she is driving fast and furious right now, already gaining back two of those positions she lost to that little bit of mishap coming out of corners 7, 8, and 9. These ones right here. Does it nice and crisp and clean this time, and gaining that time is Distinct Artemis. She is flat out cruising right now. As I said before, fast and furious driving is this woman right now. She is on a mission. Pulling her fastest time by 0.6 of a second, so you know she's pushing that race car right now. ERA taking a little bit of a look on Across, decides better of it. Across picking up a half-second penalty, so as long as ERA Racing can stay within that half-second penalty, you most certainly gain that position at least. Thunder Gunner goes a little wide, ERA Racing goes wide. Distinct's closing that ground quickly. She is on the move, down to just less than 0.2 of a second. Distinct taking a look around. ERA Racing, she'll be on the outside for the next corner. Does she make the cutback? Looks as though she's going to try for it. Boy, howdy. As they come in turn 7, 8, and... Oh, no, that's not 7, 8, 9. That's like turn 6. Sorry, apologies. Oh, Justine getting a great run there. I forgot the name of that corner. I've got to give it a look-sees. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's not the right one. Yeah, so that's what I thought. That's what I thought. All right. They're just about to come into New Holland. Look at these four racers just all over one another. Battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Or 5th, 6th, and 7th, rather. You got the Ice Cube. Just 1.7 seconds behind Cena and Staley now. Grid 1, 7.5 seconds up the road from Remy here. Remy holding on to a 4.3 second lead over Seaman Staley, who has picked up a half a second penalty. Not going to be good for him, because here comes the Gummy Ice Cube, who is in a deficit of just 2 seconds to Seaman Staley. That's going to be 1 second, put him well within the draft as soon as Seaman Staley has to serve that penalty. Unfortunate for Cena there, and Distinct getting around EERA's Racing right there. Let's take a look, if we can. You gonna give us a look? Oh, go back, do it again. Do it again one more time. And there it was, beautiful, crisp, clean pass right there. back to the main racing action now. As Distinct is all over Thunder Runner all over across. ERA Racing not going anywhere, still all over the back of Distinct Artemis now. Oh, wait a minute, that's a replay still. Dadgummit, why? There we go. Apologies, y'all. Apologies. Ooh, ERA's Racing got back around Distinct Artemis again. Darn it, and I was on that replay stuck for too long. Yo, Nolander, how you doing? I'm doing fantastic, Daz. How are you? Tyler, what's going on, man? What's up? Appreciate that heart reaction. What's going on with you today, my friends? God bless y'all. How's it going? Distinct, taking a look around. ERA's Racing does get the pass done, coming through Elfin into Renault. Meanwhile, Thunder Runner and across battling it out. Thunder Runner across got around him, but Thunder Runner is right there. Let me tell you what. Now Thunder taking a look to the inside. Coming into Renault. Both drivers, oh no, and across goes wide into the grass. Just helping out the landscapers a little bit there. No worries, he'll return to racing when he's done, folks. Woo, Distinct getting a little bit sideways there behind. Thunder Runner currently in P5, Distinct in P6. So very, very healthy battle for P5 here between P5, 6, and 7. ERA Racing still all over the back of Distinct Artemis. Distinct incredibly close to Thunder Runner. Look at these three go. What a healthy battle here. Now ERA going to take a dive to the inside. Manages to do it. Artemis has to go a little bit wider there than she would have liked to, but very clean nonetheless from these three race drivers. Incredible racing going on right here, right now on the penultimate race of the season here at the A3T. These pro drivers absolutely putting on a clinic here for us today at Catalunya. They're absolutely flying, they are. Meanwhile, Gummy Ice Cube and Seaman Staley coming under threat from Gummy now. Just 0.4 of a second behind, so the battle for P3 begins. Let's go on board with Gummy. Get you a good look at what Gummy sees coming into Salt Corner here. Very long and drawn out, semi-high speed. And a very sharp left-hand corner here. I believe that's the 6th corner. No, that's 5th, and that is called Seat. Apologies, guys. I'm really trying to learn all these racetracks names. But man, I'll tell you what, it's a chore with all the racetracks, each one having like 14, 18, well, whatever corners to remember on each one. I'll tell you what, it can get to be quite difficult. I need a big old map sitting right up. Oh, Gummy goes wide. Gummy goes, or, oh man, Seaman goes wide and Gummy goes to the outside. What a battle right here. Seaman's in trouble right now. Seaman is absolutely in trouble. But no, Gummy gets it just a little bit wrong and decides to go ahead and go into the pit. So our first pit stop here in the race this evening, as we're just over the 15-minute mark, still a incredible amount of time left in this race. So now that will give Thunder Runner picking up a half-second penalty along the way there somewhere. P5, Distinct Artemis back up into P10. Doing her thing out here on the racetrack, making these fellas work for it. Let me tell you what, she's an incredible racer, y'all. Absolutely fantastic racer is Distinct Artemis. Meanwhile, Seaman Staley here, 6.8 seconds up the road in P3, 8 seconds behind Remy. Remy having an incredible race here today, is looking absolutely on point, poised and focused for a very much needed podium spot here for Remy. That would do incredible things as far as the standings go here in the Pro Division. Not quite as close as what they are in the Pro M Division, but neither are the times between racers as in their qualifying times and such. But Remy having an absolutely incredible race here in that Ford GT. We'll get you a look at that race car. There you go, Remy. Hey, your flashers are on, my guy. Oh. Now, our second racer coming in for a pit stop now in the form of third place Steven Staley. That's going to give distinct Artemis now P3, and Thunder Runner will be in P4 here. Now, Thunder Runner looking really, really crisp and clean as well here tonight. Sitting in P4 with a cross in P5. CB Matt now up into P6. Case into P7. Keenan and ER Racing in the pits. See where Seaman comes out. Seaman's going to come out just ahead of a Gummy Ice Cube here. ERA will come out in P10. Meanwhile, Ridwan 11.9 seconds up the road from Remy. Ridwan also, obviously, having a very good race, and week in, week out, he does this. So this is no big surprise to me at all to see Ridwan just running away from this race. Now a 12-second gap to Remy. Remy doing an incredible job here once again in P2 by 14 seconds. Really just off in his own world, running his own little race right now. Not worried about trying to catch the guy in front of him. Not worried about the guy behind him, catching him, as well as distinct Artemis is 13.6 seconds back, but she did have that incredibly unfortunate incident around lap 3 or 4, I want to say. So yeah, distinct doing a fantastic job. Thunder Runner in P4, Ross in P5, Matt in P6, and Case in P7. Guppy here in P8, Seaman in P9. Closest battle on the track right now is for P8 position right here. We are approaching the 40-minute mark left in this race. Plenty of time, plenty of racing time left. I mean, shoot, we're still looking at 20 laps, y'all. 20 laps, a lot can happen on the racetrack, I can tell you that much. Remy holding the tight wheel. Indeed, he's doing fantastically tonight, man. Best race I've ever seen him do so far, and I love it. Absolutely love it. He's doing incredible. Ridwan, your race leader now, coming in for his first stop of the race. Let's see, does Remy follow suit? No, Remy is going to continue on flying around New Holland there, and that will put him up into P1. So, new race leader, y'all, in the form of Remy and that fantastic looking Ford GT right there. Thunder Runner now into P2 as distinct Artemis also dives into the pits. Cross into P3 will come out just in front of Ridwan here, just by 2 seconds. 2.5 seconds is all, not a lot of time. So Ridwan. Man, the guy is so incredibly fast. And this guy is on a whole new level, y'all. Oh, not new level. It would definitely be new to me if I ever got to that level. But a whole nother level is what I meant to say. Guy is just incredibly fast. So CB Matt here in P5, also a very good racer and having a really good show here tonight. Also another victory pace racer right there in the form of CB Matt there. He's in P6 as well. He's also having a very nice race here tonight. He's sitting in P7. He dives into the pits. Will Thunder Runner follow suit? Thunder Runner now going to continue on around New Holland and take over the race lead. So third race leader of the evening here tonight in the form of Thunder Runner. That'll give Across P2, but Across, again, pretty much under threat from Ridwan. Now, Ross is also a very quick race car driver, so this may take Ridwan just a minute to get around across here. I don't suspect that it'll be a very tall order. Ridwan looking for that line on Across doing a very good job holding on to those apexes, getting a great jump out of the corner there as well. We come into 7 and 8 here. This is a difficult section of the racetrack, and then into Kamsa right here. Very fast right-handed flowing corner Across. Gets it done nicely though. Ridwan's still right there, and Thunder Runner 7 seconds up the road. Ridwan takes a look to the inside, but didn't quite have that gap closed enough to make that move stick right there. So Across currently holding on to P2 and doing an incredible job right here. Holding Ridwan off. He's a very fast driver. Across showing that he is no slouch though as well. Now Across diving into the pits here, so Ridwan comes flying around New Holland there and onto the start-finish straightaway. So Ridwan not going to be off and running his own little race, trying to catch up to Thunder Runner. Across and CB Matt both decide to come in for pits. Case will continue on. Now Case up into P3. Coming in P4. Remy up into P5 again. After his first pit stop of the race, so Remy once again having an incredible race here. That's good stuff. So, Scene and Staley here sitting in P6. Looking very racy in that very race car like looking livery there. Absolutely digging it. RA Racing has picked himself up a half-second penalty. That's not going to do him any favors at all, because here comes Distinct Artemis now on a fresh set of tires. And look out, ERA Racing. You will be very lucky not to lose that position very soon there, partner. That unfortunate half-second penalty takes off a full second of race time. That's going to leave Distinct well within that slipstream of that current number 7 race car. Oh, and he's going to pick up another penalty there going wide, but Distinct may also have picked up a penalty, and she does. EERA Racing did not get a penalty there because he already had one, is my suspicions. That's not the way that's supposed to work. That should have doubled that up right there. He picked up a penalty, but he didn't because he already had one. I don't think that I've ever caught that before or knew that that was a thing, but now we know that is a thing. And I wonder how many of these racers are aware of that and how many will take advantage of it. If you've already got a penalty to serve, it ain't going to penalize you again right there. So the racing stewards cutting a little slack here, cutting a little slack. Thunder Runner, meanwhile, 5.5 seconds up the road in the race lead. And I can tell you, I've been on track with Thunder Runner. He is also a very, very quick driver. I mean, this is obviously the pro division. There's not a driver in here that's slow. I can tell you that right now. It would be a very, very tall order for me to keep up with any one of these guys in this race right now. I'm not quite, definitely not quite fast yet, I can tell you that, but I'm not as slow as a turtle in a peanut butter puddle anymore. That's how I started out, let me tell you what. I was slower than a turtle in a peanut butter puddle. Thunder Runner in P1 holds on to it by a mere 4.4 seconds now, with Ridwan bearing down on him. Does not gain any time. In fact, actually loses some through Elk and Leno though. Let's see if he can gain this time coming through Repsol as they are right now. Does gain a little bit of time, but not a lot. Thunder Runner having a really, really good race right now. There's where the time was made up right there. So nearly half a second Ridwan made up right there. So Case here sitting in P3, also having a fantastic race thus far in this race as we approach the 31-minute mark. 31 minutes left remaining in this Pro Division A3T Sigma GT Challenge 1 hour endurance race, again sponsored by Six Sigma Sim Racing, putting up some incredible prizes for each of the division winners here at the end of the season. And this, friends and family, guys and gals, boys and girls, children and race fans of all ages, the penultimate race of the A3T. We're seeing it live right now. That's right, just one race remains for this season of the A3T. Now Thunder Runner diving into the pits. Put on some fresh tires, get some fuel in that car. That does give Remy back, or Ridwan, apologies, back the lead. I've just seen Remy moving up there. Gummy Ice Cube into P2. Case all over his case there. Remy, meanwhile, in P4, just 5.2 seconds behind these racers. Looking really super good on fuel and tires, though. Has already made his pit stop and already back into P4. So once again, Remy having an incredible race, brilliant race strategy. It's going to be the right one thus far. We shall see how it works out for him. Meanwhile, Seaman staying here in P5. PPRA Racing also having a great race in P6. Distinct Artemis having a great race aside from that one bobble she had. Has looked ever so crisp and clean since then, getting it all sorts of right on the racetrack, and that's what it's all about. You have an incident, you put your head down, you focus on the race in front of you, you focus on the road in front of you. You don't worry about the car behind you or the car in front of you. You just worry about you and your race and your strategy and maintaining your composure. Nothing else is on these drivers' minds right now. I can promise you that. If they are focused, if they are dialed into their race. think taking it just a little bit more chill through there, as that's where she lost it last time. Oh, and that's actually Banque de Sabadell. That's another thing. I don't know how you're supposed to say these names, and if it's not in English, I don't know how they're supposed to be said, and I don't want to get it wrong, but I often don't do it. I guess everybody reads one thing one way and one thing one way and one another way, right? Potato, potato, tomato, tomato, huh? Ketchup or ketchup. All right. Yes, this just comes down to the difference between aluminum and aluminium. I could go on and on, guys, but I won't. So Across now picks up a half-second penalty. Unfortunate, because now he's got Thunder Runner bearing down on him, and he's just 1.9 seconds back, so he's going to be well within the slipstream now after Across has to serve this penalty. And you'll see this time right now as he's just coming into serve the penalty just there. So it goes from 1.9 down to a 1.2. Haas doing a fantastic job through that section, though. Doesn't lose much time at all. Doesn't lose any additional time, rather. Meanwhile, Distinct Artemis starting to catch up. ERA Racing, boy. Howdy, you better dango look out, man. Dango loud pedal, man. Put it to the floor, feller. All right, Seaman Staley sitting here in P5. Meanwhile, Remy catching Case now. Just 2.6 seconds down from that P3 now. Case, 4.8 seconds behind Gummy. 16.2 seconds behind Ridwan. Juan running away with this race is what he's doing. Absolutely flying is this fella right here. Just cruising along. Right, CB Mac here in P10, Thunderbirder in P9 now. Across, getting around. No. Thunder, yeah. Looks like Thunder was ahead of him a few laps back, but I can't remember now. We're going to take and pay attention to this battle right here. The battle for P6 is Distinct Artemis is gaining ground on ERA's Racing, and rather quickly. Evil Machine indeed, Greg. He's an animal out there on that racetrack, much like the Tasmanian Devil or something, because he's just burning circles. Just burning circles around the racetrack. Ace now dives into the pits. That's going to give ERA Racing and Distinct, who's picked up a half-second penalty now. It's not going to do her any favors either, as we're starting to get to the point of the race where those kind of little itty-bitty things are really going to make a difference towards the end of the race, because we have approached the halfway mark here in the race today. A little bit over halfway, in fact. We are at the 24-minute mark. Distinct is all over him. All over his business right now. You can just see those lines that she's holding to, and now she dives to the inside. Gonna get the move done, is she? She's gonna have the outside for the next corner. No, she gets the move done. Incredible move right there from Distinct Artemis. That was absolutely fantastic and flawlessly done. Let us take a look at that again. Oh, it didn't go back far enough? You gotta be kidding me. Dadgum, well, dang old boy howdy, man. Dang old getting it all wrong, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. But she had to do that now, because she may come under threat once again here from ERA Racing, but she goes defensive. Gonna make this racer tried to get around the outside of it, and he goes for the switchback. Looks like he might get it done. Oh, fantastic racing. Bam, let's hit that real quick. Oh, and distinct. Oh, the battle continues. Boy, howdy, we got to see this replay here. Incredible pass right there. Distinct comes back around absolutely flawlessly. ERA dives into the pits. Thunder Runner, meanwhile, all over across now. Across right behind Distinct now. Oh boy, Thunder Runner going way inside here. Decides better of it and just brakes hard enough to let it cross. Just get back into position there. He's going to fall right back behind and catch all of this slipstream running up into Repsol corner here, as the cross is also very much so in Distinct Artemis slipstream. It's starting to get exciting, y'all, with 22 minutes left remaining in this race. Yeah, indeed, textbook for sure. Absolutely incredible racing from each of our Pro Division racers. All these guys are fantastic. I love getting on the racetrack with people like this because you do nothing but learn. They're so talented and fast. It's absolutely incredible. Thunder Runner getting just a little bit wide there, but man, boy, howdy, he is all over across, all over Distinct Artemis. This battle for P5 is hot right now. Nothing else going on the racetrack. We're going to stay right here. Oh no! Oh man, we got to take a look at that. Oh, that is so unfortunate right there. Oh, across goes wide and then has to come back in, and Thunder collects him. Oh man. That was unfortunate. Meanwhile, Gummy and Seanan both coming in for pit stops. Thunder Runners absolutely flying. Going to take a look on the inside of Distinct Artemis. Is going to get that move done and move up into P3. Meanwhile, Remy in P2 again with a 17-second lead over P3 in the form of Thunder Runner. Remy having an incredible race. Super stoked for this guy right now. Thunder Runner also having a great race. Distinct also having a great race. Cross right there. He was having a great race until all of this last few moments. But I can tell you there's no quitting that race car driver, and he will just continue on and get what points are available for him to get still. So, just hit the 20-minute mark remaining in this race, y'all. That's a little over 10 laps remaining in this race. Probably going to see 11 more laps of hot racing here from your Pro Division here at Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona, Spain here. So this is going to be getting even more exciting as the race continues. These racers will start to bunch back up to one another, and the racing will get hot all over again. Distinct still here right behind Thunder Runner. And I'll tell you what, after that first incident, she dives into the pits, but after that first incident, ever since then, she's been having a banger of a race. Absolutely flying around this racetrack. So is Case going to get in there and snag away that P7? Looks like he's going to be able to. He's just coming out of New Holland now, and Seaman staying there very much within that slipstream as well. Will pick up a position also. And here comes Distinct now. She's going to come out just behind P8 here in the form of Seaman Staley. 2.5 seconds back she is. She's got more than enough fuel in that race car finish out this race, and she's got some fresh shoes on that car. And look out, here comes the stink. Meanwhile, Grid 1, 28.5 seconds ahead of P2 here on lap 25. Just coming through the third corner now, up into Repsol. Now a 28-second lead. Did Remy get it wrong there or something? Or is just that fast that he literally picked up 3 seconds there? And just that short amount of time, and maybe 20 seconds time, he picks up 3 seconds on Remy. Absolutely incredible. Runner, meanwhile, also looking really, really good here. In P3 across in P4, CB Matt in P5. Don't have to worry about Gummy though. Gummy just 1.3 seconds, make it 1.1 second, make it 9/10 of a second. 8/10 of a second. Here comes Gummy, 7/10 of a second now. Gummy is absolutely flying through this section of this racetrack. Let's see if he can make up any more ground here. Under braking coming in to Repsol here. It's very stacked. Oh boy! Gummy getting a little sideways there, but didn't really seem to slow him down at all. Absolutely brilliantly held. Fantastic racing as we do have our race leader now coming into the pits. We'll continue on with this because we're going to have some time before he comes out, but it's going to be very, very interesting as to whether or not he's going to be able to come out ahead of Remy, get his pit stop done, and not even lose a position. I do think that it's possible. I'm not entirely sure what the pit delta is here, but Remy also going to dive into the pits, so he's most certainly going to get in here, get his pit stop done. Does have an unfortunate half-second penalty. Where's he going to come out? Here's Thunder Runner. Oh, Thunder Runner also with a half-second penalty, though. It's going to come out right behind Ridwan here now. Going to be burning all your tires up, my friend. Trying to catch that very fast man. Ha ha ha. He's super fast, guys. All right, Gummy now up into P3. Gummy having an incredible race here today as well in that Mercedes, doing an incredible job. So now Remy comes out in P4, 12.4 seconds behind Gummy. Oh boy, howdy. It's going to be interesting. 15-minute mark. We're just about to approach here. Eamon here in P5. Ace in P6. Distinct in P7. EERA's Racing in P8. Across in P9. CB Mac in P10. Just 1.4 seconds off the back of Across. Make that 1.1 second now. CB Mac did an incredible run right through there, through the seat. Now Thunder Runner coming in for a pit stop. 14.1 seconds currently ahead of P3. Don't think he's going to have enough time. He's probably not even going to go for a splash and dash. He's probably literally just going to get tires and see if he can get back out ahead into P3. Thunder Runner having an incredibly good race as well as Remy here tonight. And Gummy also finding himself in a fantastic spot here. Here comes Thunder Runner out, and there's Remy right now. Oh boy, the battle is on for P3 now. Oh man. Boy, howdy, let me dang old tell you what, this is gonna be dang old fantastic race finish, man. I'm telling you what. Don't know any of these guys, but they all look like great drivers. Oh, man. Absolutely. Absolutely, Paulie B. How are you today, my friend? God bless you, my guy. What's going on with you? How's the family? Grace Comms is always Nolander. Hey, thank you, my guy. Thank you. Absolutely appreciate it. My knee's locking up on me, though. I've been sitting in this chair for twice as long as these drivers have. Oh, man. Boy, howdy. Alright, so Remy in P3, Thunder Runner here in P4, just barely closing up that time. You can see that time just a drop in here between Remy and Thunder Runner. These two will put on a show for you, so let me go and check out some of the rest of the race to see if we have any other battles, because I'll tell you, that's probably the battle we want to be looking at. Ridwan picking up another half-second penalty. Didn't matter. No, he's 16.7 seconds ahead of P2, y'all, with still 12 minutes to go. That time's not going to do anything but grow. I guarantee it. Uh-oh. Not sure what happened with the cross there. That's unfortunate. Got me sitting in a pretty good position here in P2 currently. Fantastic. Got plenty of race car under him to finish the remainder of this race. We're just on the inside of the 12-minute mark. Remy, meanwhile, P3. Thunder Runner, meanwhile, P4 just 1.3 seconds back now off of the back of Remy. And I can tell you what, things are about to get heated, even more than they have been for this road division race here at the A3T. Again, sponsored by Six Sigma Sim Racing, y'all. If you need yourself some racing equipment, go and check them out. I done heard they have a website even. So, yes, they do, guys. Go and check them out. Definitely. They are putting up some incredible prizes for each of the division winners here at the A3T. So we do very much want to say thank you to Six Sigma Sim Racing for their sponsorship and giving these drivers a bit extra added incentive to winning here at the A3T for the Sigma GT Challenge. 1 hour endurance racing league, and we are on the penultimate race, y'all, meaning this is the second to last race of the season. And I can tell you what, like I said, things are about to get heated as Thunder Runner is now only 0.8 of a second off from the back of Remy. These two have been having a fantastic race, and there is point number one that I want to make about it. Thunder Runner pulling purples. Currently has the fastest lap on the track. Thunder Runner, if he keeps going at this pace, could put in a 139 potentially. And he's got toe. That's the thing, guys. He is well within the slipstream of Remy. He could potentially... Ooh, Scene and Staley might pick up a half-second penalty there. No, Thunder Runner loses time there somewhere. Like 0.7 of a second, but that's all right because he's still gaining on Remy. No, Remy gets himself a great exit there. Turn 12. Now here they come. Coming out of New Holland now and see if Thunder Runner can get that run he needs to really gain that time up. Gaining very fast, even though he's well within that slipstream. not close enough to make a move here. So let's check on the rest of our field. Siemens Staley here in P5. Distinct Artemis in P6, having a fantastic race there. Case also having a fantastic race here tonight as well. Currently sitting in P7. Plenty of race car underneath that driver to make it throughout the remaining 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this race. CD Matt here currently in P8. And across in P9, we have lost a driver. Who did we lose? Oh, how unfortunate is that? Ah, no. Who did we lose? It happens, ladies and gentlemen. It happens. So, Ridwan currently 19.6 seconds in the lead, sitting in P1. The Ice Cube here, 11 seconds ahead of P3 in the form of Remy. Now we gotta stick right here pretty much, I think, for just about the remainder of this race, because I can tell you what, ain't nobody else is close to this, and this battle is gonna just do nothing but heat up for the remainder of the 7 minutes left of this race. It's gonna be approximately, I'm gonna say, 4 laps, maybe only. Yeah, it's going to be 4 laps. Here comes Thunder Runner. 0.3 of a second now. Behind Remy. 2/10 now. Just coming into Repsol corner, perhaps Thunder Runner can really gain the ground here in late braking in this corner. It looks like he does just that. Now working on the exit. Gives himself also a clean exit there. Take a look back here real quick. Distinct was catching up soon, and no. Okay, never mind. This is the battle right here. This is where we want to be, y'all. For P3 continues with just 6 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in this race, and I'll tell you what. Yeah, check them out, Paul. It may be at a time where you're able to race in it. You never know. Maybe something for you. I can tell you this: there's some incredibly fast drivers in this league, like incredibly fast. I know that 3 of them are professional sim racers, and 1 is a pro racer in real life. And you're looking at her right there. Distinct Artemis. She's having a great race. Does move up into P6. Is just absolutely making time on Case too, and making time towards Siemens Staley as well. Thunder Runner under no threat. Meanwhile, Remy under serious threat from Thunder Runner here. They're coming into Repsol again. 5 minutes remaining in this race. What a fantastic battle this has been. Thunder Runner just all over Remy. Thunder takes a little bit of a look to the inside there, coming through the seat. Now into turn 6, 7, and 8. Some very treacherous corners right here. And B, and they both do it absolutely fantastically. Meanwhile, Siemens Staley back there. 5.9 seconds off the back of these guys, trying his best. Thunder going to take a look to the outside, and here's the cutback move. No, he doesn't do it. Remy does a great job there. Man, I'm telling you what, Remy's having a great race here today. Thunder Runner as well, man. Gummy having an incredible race. These two have just been battling, man. 4-minute mark as they come through New Holland and down that start-finish straight. quite a decently long run. Can Thunder Runner gain ground enough? I don't think so. That Ford GT is just incredibly fast on the straights as they come in through Elf and into Renault. They get closer and closer. This might be Thunder's chance right here. Coming into Repsol. Thunder looks to the outside, gonna go for the cutback. Is he gonna get it? No, not yet. Remy does a brilliant job there. He's gonna have the inside for the seat. What a battle! These guys are doing fantastic. Incredible racing going on here. It's under 3 minutes left remaining in this race. Just coming through Campsa now. The runner takes the cutback line. Is he going to get it though? No. Remy, once again, parking that car on the apex and not allowing for any room whatsoever for Thunder Runner to get around him. Remy's saying, oh, heck no, buddy. You want to get around me, you're going to have to go around the outside. And even then, I'm not going to make that simple for you. He gets an incredible run out of New Holland right there. Once again, making Thunder Runner just have to work that Lexus, but he may do it this time. He may do it this time. He's taking a look to the inside, but Remy's going to close that door again, coming through Elf and into Renault. What a battle! Oh my goodness, these guys are just absolutely getting after it. We got to check on the rest of the field because then we're going to go back to those two guys. Seen in here in P5. Distinct in P6 got herself a half-second penalty in no danger. Case in P7 in no danger. CB Matt in no danger. And this is all provided they don't have any mistakes self-induced at this point. Across here in P9, no danger. Ridwan definitely in no danger. 22.8 seconds ahead of Gummy. Also in no danger whatsoever, provided there are no self-induced incidents here. Let's get back to this battle right here. Ooh, Remy opening up 0.3 more of a second gap. Make that 0.4 more of a second gap over Thunder Runner. Thunder closing up the gap there a little bit. Coming out of Campsa there again. Oh yeah, Remy is pulling away now. From 0.3 of a second gap to a 1.1 second gap. Remy doing fantastic here tonight. Keep going, my guy. Keep going. The penultimate lap. They're about to cross the line. One more lap remaining for these racers, as well as Ridwan. This will be Ridwan's final lap. Keep an eye out on where he's at. Goodness, he's right there. Okay. Catch him crossing that finish line. But I don't want to step away from this battle. Remy doing a fantastic job. Got 0.9 of a second lead. This is it, y'all. This is it. Final lap. For these two racers, CB Matt will finish in P8. Cross finish in P9. Big one coming around New Holland right now. Up the corner of this race, and Ridwan has done it with a lead at 22.8 seconds. He is a very, very happy man right there. 23 seconds ahead of the rest of the field he finishes. Gummy Ice Cube, here comes Gummy. He'll get P2. Looks like Remy's going to hold on to that P3. 1.9 second lead now. Oh yeah. Thunder Runner is about to run out of gas. That's what's going on. Gummy takes P2. Remy will take P3. coming around New Holland right now for the final turn of the racetrack, and there goes Remy. Good job, my guy, Remy Thunder. Good job on P4. Super stoked for Remy to get up there on the podium. It is his first time sitting on the podium this time. Yeah, indeed, Paul. Seenan coming along. Just crosses the line there in P5. Distinct Artemis will finish in P6. Case in P7. CB Matt in P8. Across will finish in P9. And wow, what an incredible race. Indeed, a beautiful run from Remy. That was the best race I have had the pleasure of calling for him up until this point. That race was absolutely textbook from Remy right there. These are some incredibly fast drivers in this lobby, and I'll tell you what, props to each and every single one of them. Man, what a show. What a show. Here are your results. Ridwan coming up with that top podium position. Also got pole position worth an extra point. Also got fastest lap worth an additional extra point. So Ridwan coming away with a total of 27 points here tonight. Agumi Ice Cube finishes in P2. I do believe that's 22 points for his added to his total. Remy comes across in P3, and I believe that's 20 points added to his total. Thunder Runner will get P4. Siemens Stadium will get P5. Distinct Artemis will get P6. 7 will go to Case. 8 will go to CB Matt. Across will get P9, and P10 will be EAR's Racing, and that's who we seen that got the disconnect. So hopefully there will be some points for that man, because he was having a good race, and that was very unfortunate that he did have a disconnect right there at the end of the race. So now let me go ahead and see if we have any of our drivers joining us here. All right. Let's see. We have Hamza in here, guys. Generally, we start out with P3, but P3 and P2 don't seem to be here currently. So let us talk to Ridwan here, coming away with another great race. Like I say, finished the race, was it 23 or 28 seconds, something like that, quite a ways away rest of the pack, and once again coming away with that P1. Tell me, how are you feeling here tonight, and what that does for your standings, being as how unfortunately Mr. Haywood couldn't be here tonight?
I feel great race. Took the lead into turn 1, covered off the inside line, and from there I never looked back. So I enjoyed the race. I was heading into this race. I was expecting to come away with a win, seeing as my two main rivals in Haywood and Salters weren't able to attend today's race because of their other commitments. So I was hoping to get a good performance today, and I delivered. So very happy with how I drove. Obviously, there's a little few things to perfect, but it was a good all-around race.
Yeah, indeed it was, man. And just taking a look at the field, to be fully honest, I fully expected you to finish exactly where you finished as well. You're an incredibly fast racer, man. Tell me, what goes into your preparations for a race like this, knowing that you're just behind Haywood, and you've got to come away with all the points that you can, and you did just that here tonight. You got pole position, you got fastest lap, you won the race. Tell me about your preparation for the week, though.
Well, this week I had a few races. I've been focusing on the Nations Cup Gran Turismo competition that just started up, so most of my time was actually spent on that. But heading into this round, I knew that if I get a good performance, I'd take the lead of the championship, seeing as Haywood isn't racing. So the first thing I like to do is set hot laps, find a good rhythm, see where I can get a good groove, see where I can improve, see where I'm making mistakes, simple things like that, and then I work on that a little bit, and then I work on time management and seeing what strategy options are available and which one to choose. So that's basically what I did, and now I'll lead the championship by 5 points heading to the last round, so it's going to be close.
Copy that. Hold on. Let me just take and write some notes down to everything you just said. No, joking. No, it's been absolutely fantastic, man, to get to talk to you here this time. I'm super glad you could join us. And again, congratulations on your P1 finish here tonight, and congratulations on the taking over for the points leader. Now, I just had it here. Let's see. Nope, I don't have it anymore. And I forget what the next track is, but is your preparation for the next track going to be much the same?
Next track is actually at Nürburgring Grand Prix layout, so, but I saw in the calendar that rain is a possibility, so that's going to throw a whole different dynamic to the race, because with rain, anything can happen, and you have to prepare for wet weather race, which is a lot different, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah, it certainly is much different. And so, that being said, that rain is a possibility for the next race, and that's right. I remember now that you said it. It's Nürburgring GP. But so essentially, in preparation for that race, now are you planning on two completely different strategies and using whichever one comes into play, whether there's rain at the race or not?
Yeah, exactly. I'll be doing exactly that. I'll be working on two different strategies, one for the dry, one for the rain. And then obviously, as a race driver, you have to be able to adapt mid-race. So if rain all of a sudden starts halfway through the race, you have to be able to adapt to that. So we'll be practicing that and making a strategy on the fly sometimes as well. Oops.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I guess that's why you're running with the pros, my guy, because you're exactly right. I mean, one of the greatest strengths that I see out of people who are successful in sim racing is coming up with those on-the-fly strategies and making it work. You've got to be able to figure out how to do that, and if you don't, it really hurts your race. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, sir, it's been incredible to call comms for you. I love seeing the battles between you and Haywood. Is just fantastic, man. I've not seen a whole lot better.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Any thank yous and shout outs for you, my guy?
Sorry?
Any thank yous or shout outs for you, buddy?
Thank you to my teammates. They always push me along as well. Scarface from Div 2 and Sniper from Div 3, they help me along, and practicing with them is good fun, good community that we've got, a little community, so I appreciate that. There's also Gummy in the chat if you want to do an interview with him. I think he just joined as well. Yep,
we're certainly going to get there, yes sir. Well, awesome, my guy. I absolutely appreciate you joining us here for a little post-race interview. And again, congratulations on your P1 finish here tonight, and you're taking over the points lead as well. And I certainly, yeah, you're most welcome. I certainly look forward to chatting with you again, and definitely with wishing you the best in life and on track, my guy. Thank you for the interview, bud. You have an absolutely blessed night.
Yeah, thank you. You too, man.
Good stuff, partner. All right, y'all. That was your race leader, Ridvan. But now we're going to move on and talk to Gummy Ice Cube here. Gummy, tell me how you're feeling about your P2 race finish here tonight. And congratulations, man. Great race from you here tonight.
Oh, thanks. No, I mean, I've been like trying this entire league to get a P2 because it's just like, it's either like I'm fighting for P3, that, or I'm just fighting below podium every single time. But luckily enough, Lisa and Randall went here, and congrats on Red One. Sad that I didn't get to catch him right when he left.
Yeah, huh? Yeah. Well, that was definitely a great race for you, man, and congratulations getting up there on that podium. P2 is it's pretty good points. I believe that's 22 more points for you added to your total here. So I'm sure that's going to have a pretty good positive effect on your final point standings. With just one more race to go, tell me how are you feeling about that race there at Nürburgring GP with the possibility of rain?
I will say that I'm not the greatest GP. I was going around the ring. Yes, I'd say most definitely. I think I have a pretty high chance because I get a lot of practice there. But yeah, no, the Merc is very hard on these like technical hairpins. Like I don't know if you saw that during this race, where it's like a couple of those hairpins are really squirrely on the back end compared to like the mid-engine like everyone has, like Remy has.
Right.
The Ford GT and the Porsche, but yeah, no, I feel like it's probably going to be almost the same exact results as we had here, except of course we're going to probably have Lisa and Randall back in on that final race. So who knows? We'll have to see. Honestly, I think if rain's going to be a factor, I think I did a really good job on strategy on that Spa race. So hopefully if there's rain coming up for this GP, you know, maybe again, maybe I'll get lucky. I'll spin the wheel. We'll see what happens.
2 points for you. One, yeah, you're right. The Mercedes is certainly a car that is very difficult in the more technical, tight corners like that. Very hard to get onto the power and get a good, clean, fast exit out of those tight corners. A lot of torque underneath that race car. And number 2 is what is it like to get on track with this type of high caliber racers, and what are some of the benefits and things that you can learn from getting on track with this type of fast racers?
Well, I will say if you ever catch them like during the practice, it's awesome. But I will say though, it's you kind of notice how a lot of the faster racers, you only catch them for like a glimpse second, so you gotta like grab as much as you can in that glimpse second. But it is awesome having to be a part of these leagues, because, and also a part of on GT7, because you get to save the replays, so you can kind of get to like see how they kind of figured out their lines and see if you can possibly mimic or possibly do better on some of those lines, because not every car is the same. Like, notice how with the, I don't know if you noticed, like with Mercedes and BMW actually has a little more torquey on that turbo, that turbo lag that kicks in.
Yeah.
So you gotta really control that. And Art knows as much as Randall does, but I think Randall, he's really OP. I don't know how people like watch him, the like GT World Series stuff. It's awesome. Totally different. Checking out his stuff. But, yeah, no, it's pretty much just grab like as much as you can. Try to implement it. And also, it's like always remember that, you know, everyone's different. So everyone has their own different lines. So, like, some people are faster, like trail braking. Some people are faster, not trail braking. It's just trying to do what.
Right. Yeah, and you make a good, valid point there. You know, everybody has a different racing line. Everybody is generally driving a different race car, which also could change that person's driving line that they would generally run in, per se, a different car or a different track, whatever. But I definitely have to agree that being able to race with these high caliber racers, World Tour racers, is beyond any other type of experience that you can get. Like, you can't get that experience running in daily races unless you by chance happen to run into one of these guys. You know, there's nothing that's going to help a guy get faster than to be on track with faster racers. So definitely beneficial if you can do that. But man, I got to tell you, again, great race here tonight, man. Coming away with that P2, definitely going to help you out on the standings as far as the season goes, man. And I'm absolutely so looking forward to this next race. Tell me a little bit about what your strategy is moving into next week. I'm sure you heard Ridwan, talking about how he is essentially going to be preparing and dialing up 2 different race strategies, one being for, in the case of rain, and then one not. Is it going to be much the same for you here next week?
I honestly didn't really catch it because I was trying to connect my PS5 to Discord because I kind of didn't know that you were doing these, so I was like, oh, I might as well hop in.
Oh, copy.
But, yeah, in terms of strategy, normally how I've always done it, where it's, I try to run the harvest compounds if I'm going to be more like pack, because funny enough, you can actually gain a little bit of time slowing everybody else down, sticking behind someone who's on the stalker compounds for when you're wanting to do your own strategy. So once you hop on those stalker compounds, you may not get that little breath of air of free space when everyone's still out and you're just behind, just running laps by yourself, trying to beat their time once they hit the pits. But yeah, no, it's, I think maybe for this one that's coming up, I may actually try going for the soccer compounds, maybe sticking with the top guys this time. If rank comes up, then start pitting in the wet ones. But I don't know, we'll have to see.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
I don't like I was talking with Staley, how yeah, I don't really much like sharing a lot of the strats, but it's always nice doing that and seeing what like different things come up. And of course, we have this magical thing called L Plan, where it's pretty much just stay in front of Art the entire race. And luckily enough, L Plan worked again. It worked in Monza, and it worked here in Barcelona. So
do
we'll
whatever you got to do, huh? Yeah, do whatever you got to do just to stay out in front. Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you, man, I'm just taking a look here at the pro standings, and it looks like you're just 13 points behind Thunder Runner for P4. So
Yep.
I think you definitely probably took P4 here tonight. Maybe not, because he did end up in P4 here tonight. So
That's true.
we'll see. We'll see.
I don't think it's probably gonna have to go down to the final race.
Right.
It's gonna be close. And I think I did a pretty crappy job at Suzuka. I think I missed one race. So that affected my points, but
It
we'll have to
does.
see. It's funny how it all comes down to this final race, and then also just like how the battle between Remy and Thunder was today. I don't know if you caught any of that, but
Oh, I did.
Going hard.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did. That was
So
some
it
great
was-
racing.
Yeah, they were having fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to see, Nolander. It's all coming down to that last one.
Right, for sure, man. Well, again, I'll tell you what, it's been an awesome chatting with you, man, and congratulations again on your P2 finish here tonight. Any shout outs and thank yous for you, sir?
Nothing really big. Funny enough, I normally stream on Twitch on just Y Gummy, but I haven't really been streaming. I may come back during the GT World Series Manufacturers Cup because I know we used to run a lot of that. But there's that, and then just Y Gummy at Instagram, and Facebook.
Hey, there you go, fans. You heard it. That's where you can find the man. Good stuff, my guy. Again, congratulations on your P2 finish here tonight. Look forward to hopefully maybe chatting with you again next week. And always
Hopefully.
best wishes in life and on track to you. And you have an absolutely blessed night, man.
Thanks for your time, man. You have a good night.
Thank you for your time, sir. Absolutely appreciate it. All right, chat. Wow. Some absolutely incredible racing here with the A3T in this pro division, y'all. Those guys were absolutely just putting on a show. Great comp tonight, man. Job well done. Hey, thank you, Greg. I appreciate it, man. Absolutely appreciate it. We do the best that we know how. But man, again, I'll tell you what, that battle between Remy and Thunder Runner, wow, great battle there. Great battle between Distinct Artemis, Thunder Runner there for a little while. Let's see who else was in that battle. I don't know. I'm not real good at remembering things from 2 minutes ago for some odd reason. Couldn't tell you why, but great battles all throughout the racetrack tonight. Everybody did a fantastic job. Captain Blade was there. Who was it? I forget. Apologies, y'all, if I forgot anybody else that was there in that battle. I know there was a few, but definitely do want to say a great big thank you again to the A3T for having me along this season. It's been an incredible ride, and I have absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. Definitely a big shout out and thank you as well to Six Sigma Sim Racing for sponsoring the A3T and coming up with some incredible prizes for the race winners here